What's up, boys? Got another basement workout. Had some squats today in the basement, and there's a reason for that. My car is, man. I tell you what, we gotta junk my car. My car has got all the use I could get out of it, and she's done. She has about 250,000 miles on her, so we're calling it quits for the car. Uh, but we're not calling it quits on the videos. I'm still cranking out videos. This might be a different scene. It might be in my basement instead of the gym because I don't really have a car to go to the gym except when my mom lets me use her car. But, I can't rely on that completely, because that's her doing me a favor. So you should never expect people to consistently do you favors. So I'm okay. I've accepted the fact that I have to just train in my basement. I'm dealing with all the cards I've been dealt, but that being said, I'm going on Marketplace, and I think I found a truck around 3,700. It says it's in good condition. Has only like 76K miles on it. Everything runs great. A tiny bit of rust, but that's completely normal for these, northern states. You get salt stuck, and salt start to eat away outside material, vehicles. So. But yeah, I'm just warming up right now. One thing I love about Snapchat camera is you can just freaking flip it whenever you want. But I'm still warming up. Got 225. Gonna hit a warm up set of that. Already hit one warm up set of 95, then 135. I'm just gonna crank out some reps at 225. I'm not quite sure what I want to do, what type of weight I want to be working with for my working sets. Last time I squatted in my basement, I was doing 365 for 14 reps. So I think I could have done freaking more than that, but maybe I'll go like 385. Again, I'm squatting on concrete down here. It's very rough on the knees. So also, time is of essence. I have a Zoom call in an hour and 17 minutes. So I'm just going to crank out like 5 sets of squats. That's really all you need, brother, to build strength in your legs. Your legs are going to be feeling it if you get 5 sets of intense squats in. That's all you really need. But nothing too crazy. Usually this isn't what my normal leg day looks like. I'll do 3 sets of squats and 2 sets of leg press and 2 sets of leg extensions and then 3 sets. Oh, it cut me off right. That's all I wanted to say too. It cut me off right before I got to finish. But yeah, it cut me off when I was about to say 3 sets of hamstring curls. I'm gonna freaking. Hold on. Sorry, if you guys aren't seasick. But I guess I'll take you guys on a ride with me through my warm-ups. And for those of you that are new, this could be a valuable part of the video. You can get a better idea on how to warm up, and what you want to do. You can get an idea. So you're not just going to the gym and you're not all anxious about looking like a fool, trying new workouts. I'll be the test dummy. Not really a test dummy because I have a lot of experience doing this. When I say that, I don't have a lot of years of squatting under the belt. I have probably 7 months, 8 months of it. But that's enough to be able to give you confidential advice. I'd like to think so. I took my squat from, I was probably doing 255 for like 8 to 10 reps on squat like 8 months ago. And now I'm doing 8 reps of like 445 at my best. So let's hop into this warm up. Yeah, I know. I do look very awkward trying to fit underneath this, but it has to happen. So I kind of like to stand wide, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Just go down nice and deep and shoot up. Don't be afraid to get some air with the bar. Yeah. Let's explode. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry there's no music. I can't afford to get copyrighted again. Ugh. Gosh, it's so awkward re-racking that. Now, I think I'm going to add some weight to get me up to like, I think I'm going to bump it up to 315. All right, folks, so, I'm going to say fellas. All right, fellas, so we got 315 on the bar. This is a 45, 45, a 35, and then a 10. 45, 45, 35, and then a 10. Same situation going on both sides. So we're still in the middle of the warm-ups here. All right, so still focusing on just get everything warmed up, Now, I'm not, this is, you can treat this as a squatting tutorial for people that are new to squatting. Am I going to show you the absolute 100% correct way to do things? I like to think so, but probably not. There's probably some, some ifs, ands, or buts in this, in this video or, in my form. There's probably some things that are making it not cookie cutter, perfect, ideal, but frick it, But squatting, along with deadlifting, is one of those exercises. It is very important to get your form down. So I'm going to try to teach you to the best of my ability the safest way to do this, which is obviously do what I'm doing without any safety bar. All right, so I guess I'm not an avatar for all squatting safety measures. But ideally, you want to have safety bars. So if you can't go back up, they can just hold the weight for you. But we're not going to have that problem. Yeah. All right, frick. Let's go. 315. Oh. I only like to do like one rep. I don't want to gas myself. I only like to do one rep, still warming up. All right, so thinking we're gonna bump it up to, let's bump it up to, frick. Let's just do a working set. We're at 315. I'm not gonna do any 425 squats. I don't have that many weights in my basement. Also, I'm on a concrete floor, so I don't want to put that much force on my knees because I already have bad knees. If you got great knees, I'm not going to tell you how to live or what to do. Maybe you can get away with this, but ever since I was in high school, I developed a sad case of tendonitis when I played basketball. I don't know if it was really high school. It was kind of between, high school basketball, just training for basketball all the time, and AAU. I used to play AAU and travel around the East Coast. That was a whole other thing in itself. All right, shout out AAU if we got any AAU, maybe past AAU players who used to play, or maybe current. Maybe you're still playing. You're still hooping. You want to get thicker and denser. So you're watching some lifting videos, Trust me, keep it up, Follow me along in this journey. Follow me along for the ride. I'll extend a helping hand if you're willing to grab it. But currently, my math isn't mathing. I don't know how much weight this is. Wait. 295 plus 50 is 345 plus 2. Okay, so I'm at 365 right now. That's what I did last time for squatting my basement. Frick it. Let's go 385, I want to get somewhere around like 10 to 12 reps. Ugh. And a little hesitant about going all out till failure because, again, I don't have any safety bars. So worst comes to worst, I'll just have to dump it off my back, not forward onto me. That's the biggest red flag. That's the biggest thing we got to avoid, is strangling myself, crushing my neck with 385 pounds. So this is why you gotta freaking get safeties, fellas. If you want to do anything, if you want to do it the smart way, Because you won't be able to do it anyway if that happens. You'll be out of it, you know? But everything looks good. I don't like the way this bar is like bent. It's like permanently bent. I gotta pee before I do this. Hold up. All right, so we got 385 on the bar. No music for copyright reasons. The bar is literally bending on the right side. Oh boy. What the frick? Okay. Got the freaking preset jitters, the butterflies. No pre-workout has been consumed. Roughly 3 cups of coffee is it. And they're like half and half cups, so it's probably like drinking 1.5 Red Bulls. I gotta work up the energy for this, guys. Really gotta dig deep. You gotta dig deep for this. Ooh, okay. Jesus help me. God help me. Lord Jesus. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That feels very. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Whew. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Whew. Whew. Oh, okay. 8 reps. That was not 100%. Because I don't want to die. What? Whew. Ah. All right, fellas, so my mic just died in the middle of me talking, so I had to just completely delete all of what I said. But I got to leave in my second set, so no microphone, because I don't want to... I'm going to stop thinking... Frick! I'm going to stop thinking about how I died, because it's pissing me off. All right. Oh. Same weight, 385. I kind of got to shout a little bit, because the mic ain't on. Alright. 35. Let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. Yep. All right. Same weight, fellas. Same weight. 35. 4 set. 4 set, 35. Let's go. Oh! Frick. Jesus. Ooh, yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Huh. Had to bust out the shorts. I can't remember if I did it last set. I had to bust them out, baby. Yeah, but we lowered the weight down to 365. Hope you guys can hear me all right without the microphone. 365. Last set, 5th set. God help me, Jesus. Ooh. Help me, Jesus. Oh. 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 That concludes our leg day. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Whew. All right, fellas. This is just a little reminder. Anyone out there that needs to hear it. Make sure to manage your cortisol levels. Make sure, if you're stressed out, fellas, don't be afraid to freaking do whatever your thing is to, you know, to to fight that stress. You can't expect to be able to go into workouts every freaking day and kill it with intensity if your life out of the gym is just stress all the time. So I think it's such an important thing to manage it, you know? You know, when your brain's always going, what's the next thing I need to do? Oh, there's so much shit I gotta do. What do I do? Where do I even start? If that's your mindset every day, and likely it is, because, you know, that sits with me too. I'm kind of the same way. You're not going to be able to, you're just going through life, you know? You're just doing the main quest. You're not able to stop and, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a side quest type of guy. I like to freaking explore things a little bit, have conversations when I go to the grocery store with the people, you know. I do tend to drink a lot of caffeine, and I'll just dump a bunch of random information on them. Like today I went to Aldi's to grab my food on the way back home from the auto mechanic, and I was like, freaking gotta trash my car. But, you know, it's all right. You go on Marketplace, you find a car below 4,000 or 5,000, and then I was talking to a girl, and she's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't like to drive much." I'm like, "What? Just working home and back?" She's like, "Yeah, pretty much." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You don't want to spend what's wrong with you? You don't want to spend $5 a gallon? How could you?" And we started laughing, and you know, it's little things like that you might remember. That person that you talk to might remember throughout the day. And if you're always stressed, you're not going to be open to creativity. You're not going to be open to just other realities, just good things. If you're always stressed thinking all the time, You know, you can never think your way into happiness. You kind of just gotta be, gotta be a little retarded with it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real though, like, you can't, and that's the thing. Everyone always wants to have an answer for you. They always want to tell you what their opinion is, have a response for everything that you tell them, whether it be well, I guess in this case, I'm just talking about like problems. They're going to always want to give you unwanted advice. It's like, okay, well, it's sometimes it'll seem like everywhere you turn, every person you talk to, that's all they want to do is tell you what you're doing wrong. It's like, okay, we found the problem. Now help me out here. Let's find the solution. Like, great, we've identified the bad thing. Let's find the good thing, you know. All this to say, you know, you guys are probably like, yeah, trust me. You want to be locked in, as they call it, locked in. You want to be engaged. You want to be balls to the wall, just pushing yourself day in and day out. But at what cost, you know? You'll see people that do that, and they're always like, I got to get to the next thing. And then after that, the next thing. And it's just a rat's chasing their tail at that point. And you can't even freaking slow down and enjoy anything, you know? Which I encourage y'all to do. And maybe you have the opposite problem. Maybe you're enjoying shit. Or maybe you're just not doing anything too much. And you need to kick in the pants. You need to get going. So, I mean, you know in your heart of hearts which one applies to you. So, you know, this is just basic stuff I'm saying. But, yeah, don't be afraid just to kick back sometimes. And, you know, you did the work today. You did today. Today has been done. So freaking enjoy the fruits of your labor. Right now I'm sucking down some nice creamy yogurt. I have a Zoom call in 15 minutes. And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. I hate talking on the phone. If I have something planned for like 7 p.m., the whole day, I'm just thinking about it, so I'll find myself just stressing myself out, like subconsciously. So, yeah, fellas, don't do that. Lean on God. That's a big thing. Lean on God. And I guarantee things will be a lot smoother if you do. Yeah, I'm gonna finish sucking down this yogurt, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.